everybody hear me? I'm not good about sitting close to the microphone. It bothers me, and I've been told I need to do that. So if you can't hear all of a sudden and I'm talking, please hold your hand up, okay? At this point, I'm calling the meeting of the Jones County Board of Appeals and Adjustments and the Jones County Planning and Zoning Commission Board meetings to order. First item tonight is approval of the October 20th minutes. Do I have a motion?
Motion approved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? All right, on the agendas that you have tonight, it shows old business is the next item. We are going to move that further down the agenda and instead move to the zoning item regarding the text amendment. This item will be heard by us tonight. It will be a recommendation if we make a motion, and then after that it moves to the Board of Commissioners, who make a final decision on any vote on their Tuesday, December 2nd meeting. And that meeting will be at this place at 6 o'clock. So item P1 is the proposal by the Jones County Board of Commissioners to begin the text amendment process to create sections 32, 24, 73.13.9, and 96.7 of the Comprehensive Land Development Resolution. The purpose of this amendment is to allow data centers as a conditional use in the C1 district. Is there anyone here who wants to speak in support of this motion, of this proposal?
I was at the last meeting, and I was with the understanding that if the data center was to come in, it would only be in the M3 and not C1.
Sir, what's your name, please, and what's your address? And would you come up here? Are you in support of this item?
I don't really understand what this item is, so that's what I'm trying to clarify.
This item is reviewing the text that was discussed at the last meeting. There's been no change to the text that was discussed at the last zoning meeting. So my request...
Okay, I missed the last meeting, so I'll sit down. My question is, and it says here is a purpose to allow data centers as conditional on C1 district.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Tim? Clarify.
We don't have a final ordinance ready for adoption yet. That was
Okay.
the purpose of the last meeting. We're trying to create that ordinance.
Okay,
This was advertised in hopes of having that ordinance ready by tonight, but it is not ready yet.
okay.
So this
Thank you.
is as it was before
All right.
at this point.
But the ordinance was rescinded
Yes.
at the commissioners.
So is there anyone else who wants to speak about this ordinance as it was presented the last time?
Early, I have a question. I thought this was rescinded.
I'm sorry,
I
say,
thought that this text amendment was rescinded.
it was.
So the commissioners asked to bring it back for this meeting?
Yes.
So is there anyone here who would like to speak in support of the ordinance as it was previously presented? Is there anyone here who wants to speak in opposition to the ordinance as it was previously presented, understanding that it was also rescinded in the last zoning meeting but asked to be brought back tonight? All right,
Who asked to bring it back?
the commissioners.
I'm sorry. You said it was rescinded, and then it was asked to get it back?
The Board of Commissioners asked to bring it back. The Jones County Board of Commissioners. Yes, Tim.
This was to start the process to amend the ordinance to clarify data centers and how we were going to regulate them.
Okay.
We're still trying to create that ordinance. It's not ready tonight. And so that's why it's on our agenda, but we're still going through that process.
Okay, all right.
So, board members, do you have comments?
I'm just trying to clear some
Oh, wait.
confusion, but
Yes, ma'am. Come tell us who you are and where you live, please.
My name's Bertie Faulkner. I live at 1221 County Line Road, Gordon, Georgia, which is in Jones County, right where they was trying to push in the last data center. Why are they bringing this back if they rescinded it? Why are they bringing it back to be passed if they rescinded it?
They're bringing it back for conversation, ma'am. Tonight does not pass it or deny it. It's a conversation.
For consultation for the meeting before the Board of Commissioners that would be happening tomorrow night?
No. This does not go back to the Board of Commissioners until December the 2nd. Whatever decision is made tonight by Planning and Zoning, whatever recommendation is made, goes to the commissioners in their meeting on December the 2nd,
Okay,
not tomorrow night.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
So there's a lot of moving parts going on right now. There's a lot of smart people trying to make some smart decisions. Don't look at me because I'm not claiming to be one. But your county's in good hands. We don't want to rush into nothing that we're going to regret. We have been talking about this and trying to get real smart about this, but we are not ready to move forward with these amendments because there's conversations going on about creating a new M3 district for the data center, for the industrial park. So we just had a work session that involved a lot of good conversation, but I'm gonna make a motion that we table this because we have a lot of moving parts and we're affecting a lot of people in this community and everybody needs to be heard. We don't want to do anything that we're going to regret later. And with that, I apologize if you came here expecting to, hear one or the other, but we're nowhere near being able to, in my opinion, I'm not speaking for everybody, but I'm not ready to make a vote tonight, and I just want to make a motion to table it.
All right, so I have a motion to table. Do I have a second? I have a second. Is there any other discussion? All in favor to table?
Aye.
All right. So the recommendation that will go forward to the commissioners for their December 2nd meeting, yes, Tim?
Just clarification, this will not be on the agenda for the December 2nd meeting. Since this board has tabled it, the item will not move forward until this board makes a decision. So this will come back to the Planning and Commission's next meeting agenda.
I beg your pardon. I misspoke.
Thank you.
All right, so at this point, that concludes the planning and zoning portion of our meeting, and we will convene the appeals hearing. These items are heard tonight by the board in front of you, and final decisions are rendered at this time by this board. First item is Martin and Minnie Morris, who are requesting a variance to allow a reduced side building setback. This property is located at 722 Etheridge Road, and it consists of 72.67 acres, which are zoned Ag 1, which is agricultural rural. Is either Mr. Morris or Mrs. Morris or both of y'all here? Would you come up and tell us about your request, sir, please?
Good evening. I dropped off a paper. I don't know if you got a copy of this. That's basically the case for requesting the setback. And I tried to address this according to your form that I filled out to request the variance, which gives you this little tiny box, and it says make your case in a little tiny box. So I thought I would add this. But there's an overhead here showing the 722 Etheridge property. We recently purchased the 704 Etheridge property, which is immediately adjacent. And really what we wanted to do was we wanted to build a home on that 704 Etheridge property. But in the process of closing, a title flaw was discovered on that property related to a tax sale that had happened about 10 years ago. But that tax sale wasn't properly tied off legally. So we've been advised by 3 different lawyers that building a house on that property is not a good idea until that legal remedy could be effected, which would require us to go file a lawsuit and pursue it through Superior Court to clear the title. That process, the lawyers have estimated, could take, it could take 6 months, but it could take 2+ years. They don't know. So, and the cost of it, they say, well, it could be $2,500, it could be $15,000, we don't know. So, my wife is 71 and I'm 65, and we don't really want to take a risk on waiting, another 2 years for lawyers and judges to argue about clearing the title on that property. So we've decided we'll just go ahead and try to build, we want to build a new home here, but we'll just build it on the 722 property, which has clear title. But we would like to locate it as close to the property line where the two properties come together as possible. That's driven by topography. We want to build a home that has a walkout area overlooking the pond. You can see the pond on the map there. So the lay of the land is just superior right there on the 704 property where the two properties come together, but we've got to stay on the 722 side, so we're requesting the variance so that we can put the home as close to that property as possible. And in a perfect world, we would probably attempt to consolidate these parcels, but I don't think that's even going to be possible until the title flaw would be cleared. That would be like throwing a bad egg in an omelet, I think. So, yeah, that's our case, and I don't think there would be any detriment to the public good because of the location. We're very secluded here. We don't have any neighbors anywhere near where we're asking for this setback. So that's my case.
All right, thank you, sir. Is there anyone else here who would speak in support of this request? Is there anyone here who would speak in opposition to the request? Does the board have questions? Do I have a motion?
I make a motion for approval.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
So, sir, you got your variance, and that is a final approval here tonight.
Thank you. God bless you.
We got too many pieces of paper. Okay, item 2 tonight is from Mr., am I going to guess, is this Jeffrey? Am I saying that correct? Jeffrey Hall, who is requesting a variance to allow an accessory building in the front yard. The property is located at 3728 Confederate Drive, consists of 3.14 acres, zoned R1, which is single-family residential.
Yes, ma'am. I'm requesting this variance due to the fact that there's no room or not enough room in the backyard that would support any kind of structure due to the septic tank and the bleeder lines. I purchased a piece of land adjacent to me and had it cleared, and I'm requesting the variance for the pole barn to protect my camper and my boat. My camper was damaged, and I did without it for almost a year. The roof had to be pulled off, and the interior of the camper gutted and then rebuilt. So I need structure to protect it. So I'm requesting the variance so that the pole barn will sit to the side of the house, between the house and the road, Rebel Drive, I believe it is. But my house is facing Confederate Drive, because there's no room structurally to support the pole barn behind the house or to the side of it, to the left side of it, to the right of it, which is closest to Rebel Drive, is the only area I can place it.
All right, is there anyone here who would speak in support of this request? Is there anyone here who would speak in opposition to this request? Do you have questions from the board?
We don't have a map, do we?
Do we have a map? questions, other questions, comments? Do I have a motion?
Motion approved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So, sir, your variance request has also been approved, and that's the final decision here tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.
Yes, sir, thank you. Okay, at this point, do we have any comments from the audience? Oh, I beg your pardon. I am out of order. We're back to old business. Mr. Derek Davis, are you here, sir? Is anyone here on behalf of Mr. Derek Davis? This item is a request to rezone from R1, which is single-family residential, to C2, which is general commercial, to allow a full-service automotive repair and maintenance facility. Property is located at the corner of Shady Road Plaza and Joycliff Road, and it consists of 1.34 acres. Is anybody here to comment about this on behalf of the request? Is there anyone here in opposition to the request? Please tell us your name and your address, sir.
My name is Burton Harper. I live at 123 Bone Creek Road.
Would you go to the speaker, please?
I would like y'all to see and look over. I would like to talk about. Anybody else, they might have an issue similar to mine. I have 2 copies up here if anybody else wants to read any of this. But I ask that this property remain residential. We currently have 2 auto repair centers within a half mile of this proposed location. We currently have 4 auto repair centers within a mile. We have 6 vacant auto repair centers vacant. There's nothing there. It's blight. Within a half mile. We currently have at least 10 to 14 vacant commercial buildings that could easily be reconstructed into a full-service auto repair center within a half mile. I mean, in my opinion, either you're for blight for the residents and neighborhoods around Joycliff or against it, or you're for the neighborhoods of Joycliff Road. And today is a good day that we can start supporting the families in our area. I know the zoning committee tries hard to get things done right, and I appreciate it. Y'all have done things to try to help us out in the past that didn't end up going our way, but I appreciate you trying to do it. Many people that live and work in 2 or 3 jobs in these just to survive. It's a lower income area. Many of them are working tonight. All they have left is the value of their homes, yet decisions are made year after year that keep their homes from sustaining the same value as other homes. And some of these people have been in that area for 20, 30, 40 years, and their homes have not nearly sustained in what areas were similar to them 30, 40 years ago. They haven't sustained any of that value. In my opinion, it's cost the county, from a little investigating I've done, in the range of $100,000 to $200,000 of levied revenue every year for the past 30 years because of the valuation of homes have not been able to keep pace with other places that are similar to it in the county. And some of these business owners are easy to get along with and everything, but some of them are not. I mean, I've had business owners tell me that I had no right to oppose them and that they live in a gated community, their words, and as if they're better than I am or something. And so I have to put up with their stuff. But, you know, to me, it's not right. I'm tired of watching people with good financial resources enrich themselves further at the expense of other people with very little financial resources. I think we desperately need rezoning reform in this, protect the homeowners of this county. And I would like to propose that y'all look at making some zoning changes so that in the future, it must be agreed upon by everyone that owns a home, not live there, but they own the home, live 1,000 feet of a property that's trying to be rezoned. As an example, there are numerous potential commercial sites within 10 miles of Joy Cliff Road that would easily meet that criteria, and you would never have to involve a homeowner. But what's gone on in the past on Joy Cliff Road is just more blight and more abandoned business and more commercial buildings, and this is just to add to that. All this guy's got, whoever this is, all they have to do is approach one of the places that is currently abandoned, buy that property from them, demolish it, whatever's on it, or rebuild whatever's on it, and put their car repair center there. It won't take up any more green space, which when you take away more green space, you make more flood zone, put down more concrete, you put down more asphalt, and it just makes the place more prime for flooding. So that my request is that you don't, I mean, it's more than one request, I realize that, and you know that, but my main request right now is that you don't approve the rezoning. And I don't think we need any more places in my area rezoned to commercial, because all of it has just devalued the property. And when I mean devalue, not necessarily it's cheaper on the tax digest, but it hasn't kept up with other places. And some people might need a reverse mortgage or something like that, and they've lost so much value over the past 10, 20 years that, you know, they're not going to get the money they need. So that's my proposal, is that you don't approve it.
All right, thank you, sir. Is there anyone else here who would like to speak in opposition to this request? Okay, does the board have questions? All right, do I have a motion?
I make a motion to deny.
Do I have a second? All in favor? So, sir, the request to rezone has been denied. That will go forward to the commissioners as a recommendation, and that will go forward on December 2nd. So, now, get back in order. Are there other comments from the audience? Comments from board members? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second? Second. All in favor? So thank you for coming tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The meeting is adjourned. We appreciate your concerns and your interest.
And I'm sorry, I sent you to the wrong place, but I got in the wrong place too.